evening, viewers. You're watching TW News Recap. I'm your anchor, Azin Jamir, bringing to you the top stories of the week. Let's have a look at the headlines first. The search for absconding boxer accused Robert Kekon has now stretched beyond India's borders, with Nagaland police tracking his movements across Southeast Asia. Mon Police has busted an interstate drug trafficking network and seized approximately 800 grams of heroin, locally known as Sunflower, in one of its largest anti-drug operations so far. The aftermath of the August 19 violence in Shillong continues to keep Assam-Meghalaya relations on edge, with passengers and vehicles stranded and protests disrupting movement. The two state governments have stepped in. At least 50 Palestinians whose bodies were retrieved recently from the rubble have been laid to rest in Gaza City in the latest mass funeral held in the enclave for victims of Israel's genocidal war on Gaza. And now the news in details. Nagaland Director General of Police Rubin Sharma said police are continuing efforts to trace absconding accused Robert Kekon, who is wanted in connection with the Boxer case and is believed to have travelled across several Southeast Asian countries. Speaking to the media on the sidelines of an event in Dimapur yesterday, Sharma said the accused had initially fled to a Southeast Asian country and that police were able to trace him to Cambodia and subsequently to Vietnam, where he allegedly entered using a different passport. He was responding to queries about the whereabouts of Kekon, who went into hiding since October 2024 following revelations of alleged sexual misconduct involving minors. The police have since received information suggesting that Kekon may have moved to another Southeast Asian country, and efforts are underway to establish his exact location. He said, expressing hope of locating him. The DGP explained that if an accused is within India, police personnel of any state can arrest, but international legal procedures, including extradition, have to be followed if the person is outside the country. He added that once the exact location is established, the legal process to bring him back can be initiated, noting that such procedures take time, particularly when the accused's exact whereabouts are unknown. Mon Police has busted an interstate drug trafficking network and seized approximately 800 grams of heroin, locally known as Sunflower, in one of its largest anti-drug operations so far. According to police, the consignment was being transported from Mon to Sonari in Assam and was subsequently intended to be taken to Dimapur. Acting on specific intelligence, Mon Police launched a coordinated operation to identify and apprehend those involved in the alleged supply chain, leading to the initial seizure and arrest of 3 persons identified as Nokte, Pongying and Pule, who were responsible for sending the consignment from Mon. The Mon Police further informed, without mentioning the date, that a joint operation was conducted with Charaideo Police of Assam following interrogation of the detained accused and investigation, leading to the arrest of one Mohammad Dahir Hussain, the alleged intended receiver, near Sonari. Then 2 women identified as T. Ropila Rozin and Kalli Aye, who were allegedly supposed to receive the consignment in Dimapur from Hussain, were arrested with the assistance of Dimapur Police Commissionerate. It went on to say that the Mon Police conducted the operation under the supervision of the Director General of Police and the Anti-Narcotics Task Forces of Assam and Nagaland, with coordination and support from Assam and Dimapur Police. The police also appealed to the public to support the fight against drug trafficking by sharing information including finances, mule accounts, carriers, couriers, transporters and persons involved in the storage or sale of banned substances. The National Investigation Agency has arrested an absconding accused in a case related to the recovery of an AK-47 rifle and ammunition from Muzaffarpur, Bihar. The accused, Pyro Tripathi, had conspired with other accused to smuggle sophisticated prohibited bore weapons and rifles from Nagaland to Bihar with the intention of disrupting public peace and safety and endangering national security, a statement issued by the NIA said. Tripathi was arrested on August 19. The case was originally registered by the Bihar police on May 7, 2024, following the recovery of an AK-47 rifle fitted with a lens and ammunition from Murkhatia Preach in the Fakuli area of Muzaffarpur and the arrest of 4 accused people. After completion of its investigation, the NIA has filed its first supplementary charge sheet against 4 accused people, Vikash Kumar, Satyam Kumar, Devmani Rai and Ahmed Ansari on May 8, 2025. A second supplementary charge sheet was filed against Manjur Khan on February 20 this year. The aftermath of the August 19 violence in Shillong continues to keep Assam-Meghalaya relations on edge, with passengers and vehicles stranded and protests disrupting movement. The 2 state governments have stepped in. Assam and Meghalaya have agreed to complete the evacuation of stranded Assam-bound passengers and vehicles from Meghalaya within 48 hours, while setting up joint mechanisms to prevent further escalation following the August 19 violence in Shillong. The decision was taken at a joint meeting of the 2 governments at the Koinatara State Guest House on Saturday, led by Meghalaya Deputy Chief Minister S. Tar and Assam Minister Atul Bora, along with senior officials from both states. According to the decisions taken at the meeting, the Meghalaya government expressed regret over the August 19 incident and assured that those responsible would face action. The President, Vice President and General Secretary of the Kasi Students' Union have been arrested under the Meghalaya Maintenance of Public Order Act. 15 FIRs have been so far registered in connection with the violence. 5 masked persons have been identified in connection with attacks, particularly those targeting Assam-registered vehicles. A special investigation team has been constituted to identify all involved and ensure their prosecution. In a major step towards peace, reconciliation and development in Manipur, 46 militants, including 4 women cadres of the proscribed Kanglibak Communist Party, Taibangangba faction, on August 18 let down 20 arms and surrendered before the state government. The homecoming ceremony, organized by the Home Department at the first Manipur Rifles Parade Ground in Imphal, took place after Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand Singh on August 12 publicly announced a 15-day deadline for the surrender of illegal weapons as part of efforts to strengthen the peace process in the state. Khemchand Singh said the surrender of the 46 KCP militants was taking place under the revised Surrender Cum Rehabilitation Policy 2018, under which each surrendered cadre would be provided a monthly stipend of up to Rs 6,000 for 36 months, besides a fixed deposit grant of Rs 4 lakh. The arms surrenders by the cadres include INSAS rifles, including folding butt and fixed butt variants, M22 rifles, RPGs, Latot 40mm Smith & Wesson .38 revolvers, 51mm mortars, SLRs, Mauser 9mm pistols, 9mm pistols, CZ75 local pistols, Smith & Wesson 9mm pistols and .32 pistols. The ammunition surrendered included 5.56 mm, 9mm, 7.62 mm and .32 mm cartridges. The explosive items included hand grenades and detonators, while communication equipment included pulsing handheld sets and chargers. The surrender of the cadres comes amid renewed efforts by the Manipur government and security forces to encourage armed groups and individuals involved in insurgent activities to give up violence and return to the mainstream. At least 50 Palestinians whose bodies were retrieved recently from the rubble have been laid to rest in Gaza City in the latest mass funeral held in the enclave for the victims of Israel's genocidal war on Gaza. The funeral ceremony on August 20 came weeks after search and rescue teams recovered the bodies from the site of Israeli airstrikes in the early months of the war, which began in October 2023. Families of several other missing people continue to look for their remains beneath the rubble, with Gaza's civil defense estimating some 8,000 Palestinians are still missing and believed to be buried under the collapsed buildings. The latest mass funeral was held amid ongoing Israeli violations of a ceasefire agreement that took effect in October. As of August 19, Israeli attacks have killed at least 1,266 Palestinians and injured 4,200 others since the agreement took effect. The ceasefire deal was signed after more than 2 years of the genocidal war, which has killed at least 73,400 Palestinians and wounded more than 174,300, most of them women and children. About 90% of Gaza's infrastructure has been damaged or destroyed during the genocidal war. Well, that's it for this week's news recap, and for more news like this, you stay connected to Global Window.